Hello, my dear students. I hope you are all well in this tough time. Anyway, welcome to second year, and today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, which is the historical background of company law in India. Dear students, the law you see today, which is very wider and comprehensive, was not so in the ancient time. The history of company law in India began with the passing of Joint Stock Company Act in India, which was totally based on the British Legislation Act 1844. This act first time recognized the formation of Article of Association, Memorandum of Association, and separate legal entity to company type of business organization. But this act was lacking with the concept of limited liability, which is the core of company type of business organization. And due to this limitation, later on a new act was passed in 1855 in British India and came into force in India in 1857 with the clause of limited liability to company type of business organization. And then after another act was passed, which was a very vast act than earlier, which include the provision relating to the formation and ending on the winding up of company. And this act was also known as Magna Carta. The name Magna Carta given by Sir Francis Palmer. And then later on, another act was passed in 1908. This act was very important because this act first time introduced the concept of private company. Earlier, all other companies were known as public limited company. And then after a new act, Companies Act 1930s was incorporated, which was still in existence till the passing of Companies Act 1856 in India. And the major changes were made in this act in the year of 1914, 15, then 20, 26, 30, and 32. And then we got independence in 1947, and the formation of Company Act was initiated according to the situation demand of Indian people, and a committee was formed under the chairmanship of H.C. Bhabha in 1950. This committee submitted his report in March 1952, and finally the act was passed in the Parliament of India in 1956, and this act came into force on 1st April 1956 in India. This act was very vast than all other act, and includes the promotion and formation of companies, capital structure of companies, company meetings and procedures, presentation of companies' accounts, their audits, inspection and investigation, power and duties of company auditors. And later on, several amendments were made in Companies Act 1956. But this act was lacking with many limitations. Many terminology was undefined under this act, like promoters, and then the formation of a one-man company, and many other new emerging cases. This law was silent. And due to the changing demand of modern era, a new act was passed in India, and this act came into force in 2014, and that was Companies Act 2013. This act was very precise, simple, and lesser control was incorporated on the part of government in this act. And this act was precise than Companies Act 1956. This act include 29 chapters, 470 sections, 7 schedules against 658 sections, 14 schedules of Companies Act 1956. Now, dear students, today the Company Act we have presently the Company Act 2013. Nowadays, companies in India are regulated by this present act, and the detailed about Companies Act 2013 we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you very much.